Hey everybody, it's Polaris. I just kind of want to come on here, do my check-in as usual, and also I just kind of asked Spirit what I should talk about and what I should share. And if you're watching this, then maybe there's a message in here for you. But honestly, sometimes these are messages for myself as well. A big thing that I learned this week is making one step towards a dream. And I've been getting that kind of message even from like different sources of just like, don't just like take a step, actually like walk that step and make progress. Life is just one step at a time, but you have to make the step and then walk into that step. And I'll just say it again, it's baby steps, and it really is one step at a time. And if there's a big dream you're thinking of that's close to your heart, you're not going to get there in one night, even if you want to. I know for me sometimes I'm just like, I just want to be there already. But also, there's a reason why we're in this part of our lives where we're at right now, why you're here listening to this, why you're at the stage you're at right now in this life. And it's all in divine timing. All you can do is just take those one little steps, those small leap of faith. Because honestly, sometimes I get scared to, like, let's say I take a leap of faith, sometimes I get really comfortable in that step and then I won't walk. And so I recently got pushed. I'm like, okay, well, I have this vision in my head of the next leap of faith I need to take. But there are actual small little steps I can take to get to that point. And so I have been trying to even just have the courage to do that, because once that's done, then it's like, okay, well, now you can do this thing, right? I know I've talked about this before in another video, and I've been hearing this in my head a lot, which is help your future self out and start now. And I'm hearing in my head, like, that also goes with self-care, of live with flow. You don't have to do the 10-step skincare routine every single night. You don't have to make the tea. Whoa, I just said something. You don't have to make the tea every single morning. You don't have to journal every single day. But when your brain is like, hey, you should wash your face, just call to that action. Just, if you're on your phone, set the phone down and go and do it. I know for me, I've been spending a lot of time on my phone personally, kind of just distracting myself, but also like there's balance, right? I still go out and do things and push myself, but I have noticed I have been spending more time on my phone. So when I get called to action, I try and honor it. And I'm human, I don't always honor it. But like right now, I was called to make this video, and I decided just to doom scroll for a little bit longer. And honestly, I don't even remember what. I remember crying over something. I don't even remember what it was now that I'm like away from it. But it just inspired me to get up. And another thing I heard today, which I feel called to share, is you don't have to be strong when you're alone. And I mean this in the sense of, if you're carrying a lot of weight and being strong for other people, being present and patient and standing strong and being there for others, that when you hold that strong front, when you're with yourself, you can let it go. When you're in the presence of spirit, God, the universe, whatever you want to say, you don't have to pretend to be strong, because Lord knows how strong you've been, and you can let it go. And when I heard that, I immediately started crying. And honestly, I even realized like how sometimes I forget how much I can carry. And if you're watching this, maybe you feel the same. Maybe you don't know how much you can carry sometimes, and sometimes you're just carrying for so long, and it gets heavy, and you get tired, and you feel just exhausted all the time. And at least for me, I question, why am I feeling so depressed? Why don't I want to get out of bed? Why this, why that? And then I tell myself, I'm like, am I depressed though? No. And I'm actually really happy with where I'm at. And also, this is kind of stood out to me. I'm Malachite, I think is the name of this. If not, maybe someone needs to look that up. This is a sign, or it's a stone that represents like big change. But where was I going? I mean, for me, just right now, using myself as an example, there's been a lot of big change. I mean, if you're watching this too, there's been a lot of change that's happened in your life. And sometimes I feel like the universe, especially in my journey, I go through a big change, and then I go back in the cocoon, and I kind of rework myself, and then I come back out into the world, go through a big change, and then come back in. And for me, I've kind of just accepted that to be a part of my journey in this life. And maybe resonate with that as well. But when you feel that exhaustion and you're tired and you might maybe even question, man, I'm feeling depressed, I feel like giving up, just ask yourself, what am I being strong for right now, especially if you're alone, and let yourself be held by yourself and by the universe to just let it out. And if there is someone that's close to you, just let it out. I know for me, I'm trying to be a little more open with people, and I've even noticed that I haven't been, at least to me in my eyes, it feels like I haven't even been connecting with like family and friends. I've been kind of just existing, I guess. And I don't really, I mean, that's life. I mean, life is all about existing. So I don't mean that in like a bad way by any means. And I am present, so I don't want to dismiss that. So I want to speak that out loud too. But I have been kind of really just in my cocoon, and it does feel like a depression, but I wouldn't call it that. It's more just, I'm just like spiritually, and like, I think just really just spiritually tired, because I did make a big leap. I made a big move, and I've been doing things to work towards my dream, and I've been in a big trust with the universe right now. And just using that energy that may not be like my normal everyday energy, but I'm learning that energy of just having that full faith and trust, and looking at everything as a blessing and seeing how abundant I am in my life. Even though right now, like, if I were laid on paper, someone could be like, you have nothing. Like, I don't believe that, and I'm not going to go into detail as to why, because that's for me in the universe. But I right now have everything I could ever ask for. I'm in a new area. I can see things. I can walk. I can smell things. I can experience beautiful things. There's so many amazing people around me, amazing people that love me. I have an outlet to talk my feelings on here. I'll always express gratitude for this. I'm able to be conscious of my own thoughts, to change the trajectory of my life by just thinking differently. And I have a great higher power that's guiding me, whether it's God, the universe, whatever you want to say. I always even just say, if it's just even just my future self tomorrow, helping me guide me into tomorrow. And that goes back to taking care of yourself and being there for yourself, and taking off the armor is what I heard in my head. That the way you take care of yourself is like taking off the armor, just as much as it could be putting it back on. And if you're watching this and you're still watching this, you probably carry a lot, and you've probably been through a lot, and you have a lot of strength. You do. I know that, because I know I do too. But also, battles end, and there's also nighttime where you have to rest. You can't go on every day carrying everything. You have to let it go. And sometimes when you let go of stuff, you have to just leave it behind. And it's interesting, because something for me, I don't really feel like sharing that. Let me kind of re-guide or reconnect. I know for me, like, I wouldn't, maybe I have been trying to be too positive. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. Um, but I don't really want to see it like that. I just think of just for me having faith, but also just acknowledging that in this moment, I feel exhausted and I don't feel the best. And I'm thinking about the things I've done wrong this week and last week, honestly. Sometimes I still think about that. And it's choosing just to have the grace with myself that, okay, yeah, I'm thinking about this. Yeah, I didn't like how I acted then, but what am I doing now? And that's the energy I'm trying to hold on to, is what am I doing now? Where am I at now? And yes, those things in the past have helped me learn, have gotten me here, but also at the end of the day, all we have is here and now. And I'm just living for that. And I don't want to come on here and be like, oh, I've been doing this, I've been, keeping busy doing that. Because honestly, I'm tired. Like, I've really just been just surviving is the word I wanted to say. It really does feel like that sometimes. And it's hard because now I'm having a voice in my head say, when I said that out loud, that's me saying that I'm surviving is not honoring and giving gratitude for what I'm experiencing, which is not true either. Because both can exist. Yin and yang. Both can exist. I can feel like, man, I feel like I'm just surviving and just trying to stay positive and, still like work and get things done. But also, I'm so exhausted and I just lay around and I consume, I guess. I don't know what. I'm just trying to think of what my brain's trying to say. But both can exist. I can be active and going out there and bettering myself and being patient and having faith in the universe. But I can just be like, man, like I'm scared and I feel weak right now and I'm tired and there's just, it feels like it's a lot to carry, and that's why I just like letting myself remember to let it go. And even right now, just saying that, I feel like crying, but I'm not. I know I'm not going to because I have a hard time crying on camera, and just in front of people in general. But just letting myself just know I'm not meant to carry it. That is the truth of it all. Is I and you, we're not meant to carry it. That is not for us to carry. They're meant to just flow. Like, for me, I'm seeing an image of like a running stream. And you put a boulder because you're trying to like, I don't know, protect something down the stream or whatever. So you put a boulder there, you put more there, put more there, put more there, and it just kind of builds up. And the thing you're trying to protect or whatever's down there is not meant to hold it. Like, you're building a dam of your emotions and your experiences. You're keeping it all, but the energy is just going to keep overflowing and keep spreading out. And eventually you're just going to have to just let go of some of those rocks and let the flow let the stream flow how it wants to. And life is all about experiencing and releasing, even the good. Wow, this is really beautiful, and then yeah, I'm grateful I got to experience it, feel that, and then let it go, right? And even with things that don't feel too great, man, I experienced this, I felt it, and now I let it go, and that's really, I feel like what I'm really learning, especially because I've been more and more present, is just, I feel so much, and maybe you can relate to this, but I feel so deeply. I'm very passionate, and it can be tiring, and it can be a lot, and I choose to just let it go, let it flow. And sometimes I need those reminders. Some universe is not gonna let you just jump off the deep end. I know for me, but we've definitely come too far to just jump off the deep end. And it wouldn't let you go back there, nor would you let yourself go back there. But the universe will always be there holding your hand. And sometimes it'll just let go of your hand and just let you kind of just do what you want. But it'll always be there, having its hand ready for you to grab. And so like it just looked like just asking, like, Spirit, thank you for allowing me to have this space where I can let go and be held by you. And then just let it go. And there's no like, oh, how do I let it go? You just do. And I'm hearing maybe someone out there might be frustrated, like, well, how? You just, honestly, I used to ask that my whole life. And frankly, you asking how is what's stopping you from letting it go. Just say it out loud. I choose to let this go. Whatever's in your head right now, just say, I choose to let this go. And whatever happens, happens. And also, I just saw 1616 when I opened my eyes. Maybe that's important for someone out there. But I feel like I'm just gonna repeat it again. I feel like just a lot of energy happening right now. Maybe you feel it too, and all those energies can exist sometimes all at the same time. And frankly, I feel tired. And feel mad at myself, but I also feel proud of myself. And I feel a bit of sadness, but also I feel happier than I ever have before. And I feel scared for what's ahead, but I'm also so excited for what adventures await me ahead. And all those emotions can exist all at once. And I'm just feeling it as they come up, and then I let it go. I think that's kind of the message I'm hearing. That's it. Yeah, I love you all, and just stay safe out there, okay? Bye.